Tiger King: Murder, Mayhem and Madness is the latest Netflix true crime documentary to take the world by storm, and viewers have been left shocked by its story. Viewers of the show are claiming that the 7-part series is the most disturbing and baffling Netflix documentary of all time. Tiger King is a 2020 American true crime documentary miniseries about the life of the zookeeper Joe Exotic. It was released on Netflix on March 20, 2020. The series focuses on the small but deeply interconnected society of big cat conservationists such as Carole Baskin, owner of Big Cat Rescue, and collectors such as Exotic, whom Baskin accuses of abusing and exploiting wild animals. The series received acclaim from critics and, according to Nielsen ratings, was watched by 34.3 million people over its first 10 days of release, ranking as one of Netflix's most successful releases to date. Tiger King on Netflix has been described as the most disturbing documentary ever. Here's your need to know on the story. It tells the story of the war between Joe Exotic, the owner of GW Zoo, and Carole Baskin, lead at Big Cat Rescue, who was trying to take him down. Joe Exotic, known as Tiger King, was sentenced to 22 years in prison in 2020 for his alleged plot to kill Carole, as well as other wildlife violations. He owned a zoo full of big cats and was known for being the most prolific breeder of these in the USA. Joe Exotic gained a huge amount of notoriety for his treatment of the animals and came under intense scrutiny from activist Carole Baskin, owner of Big Cat Rescue. Carole tried to stop him breeding the animals, and the two became enemies, which is said to have led him to plot to kill her. Joe is currently only 3 months into his 22-year sentence, but maintains his innocence. In a recent statement, he said, "I still maintain my innocence and look forward in the upcoming days to my attorneys filing my appeal and moving on to the next step in this nightmare." Joe Exotic's personal life becomes a subject of interest, particularly his unofficial 3-way same-sex marriage to Travis Maldonado and John Finlay, and his subsequent relationships with them and future husband Dylan Passage. His 2016 run for President of the United States and 2018 run for Governor of Oklahoma are documented with the assistance of his campaign manager, Joshua Dial. Producer Rick Kirkham recounts the rise and fall of Joe Exotic TV, a sort of podcast that Kirkham was hoping to develop into a TV series until his footage is mysteriously destroyed. The series then records the events leading up to Joe Exotic conviction under federal murder-to-hire statutes. When it comes to light that he paid a hitman to murder Baskin, his conviction also includes violations of the Lacey Act, an Endangered Species Act, and results in a 22-year federal prison sentence. Other characters from the exotic animal community are introduced, including Baha Van Antel, an animal breeder accused of leading a personality cult, Mario Trabal, a former drug lord who is involved in animal trafficking, Jeff Lowe, a Las Vegas playboy to whom Joe Exotic turns over his zoo for legal reasons, and James Garretson, who became a confidential informant for the federal government and a key figure in making the case against Joe Exotic. Former GW Zoo employees, such as manager John Reinke and animal wrangler Saf Safari, conclude the series by commenting that the animals themselves were forgotten amongst all the interpersonal fighting and that no party has truly come out victorious. On review aggregator Rotten Tomatoes, the series holds an approval rating of 89% based on 75 reviews, with an average rating of 7.88 out of 10. The site's critics' consensus reads, "A bizarre true crime story you have to see to believe. Tiger King is a messy and captivating portrait of obsession gone terribly wrong." On Metacritic, which assigns a weighted average score to reviews from mainstream publications, the series has an average score of 75 out of 100 based on 13 critics, indicating generally favorable reviews. Tiger King, where are they now? Joseph Allen Maldonado, Passage aka Joe Exotic aka Tiger King. We learn at the end of the final episode that Maldonado Passage was sentenced to 22 years in prison in January after he was convicted on multiple charges, including an alleged murder for hire plot against his nemesis Carole Baskin. The former zoo owner, big cat enthusiast, magician, country singer, has plenty of folks interested in his case, including Grammy-winning rapper Cardi B, who recently tweeted about starting a GoFundMe account to help him win his freedom. Maldonado Passage has reportedly filed a $94 million lawsuit seeking civil damages from various government agencies and wants a presidential pardon. We have no idea if he's still sporting the mullet. Carole Baskin. Baskin was not thrilled with the docuseries, it appears. The owner of Big Cat Rescue has posted a 3,000-word blog titled Refuting Netflix Tiger King on her website. When the directors of the Netflix documentary Tiger King came to us 5 years ago, they said they wanted to make the Big Cat version of Blackfish that would expose the misery caused by the rampant breeding of big cat cubs for cub-beating exploitation and the awful life the cats lead in roadside zoos and backyards if they survive, the blog begins. They are not worse for how disappointing it is to see that the series not only does not do any of that, but has had the sole goal of being as salacious and sensational as possible to draw viewers, Baskin wrote. As part of that, it has a segment devoted to suggesting, with lies and innuendos from people who are not credible, that I had a role in the disappearance of my husband Don in 1997. Baskin has long maintained she had nothing to do with the disappearance of her former husband Don Lewis. A video featuring Baskin and Karen's husband, Howard Baskin, was posted on the Big Cat Rescue verified Facebook page. He explains their version of how he and his wife came to be involved with Tiger King and defends his wife's character. In 15 years of living together, we have never had an argument, he says. We have never even had a harsh word where the other had to come back later and say, I'm sorry, I said that. John Finlay. Finlay was married to Maldonado Passage, though viewers came to learn Finlay is straight, and went on to have a relationship with a woman who worked for Maldonado Passage. With his multiple tattoos and missing teeth, Finlay has been a source of fascination for the internet. He started a Facebook page titled The Truth About John Finlay, which he runs along with his wife, Stormy Sanders. Finlay posted a video of himself talking about the page to prove he's running it. These days, he's working as a builder and has a new set of teeth, which he says didn't make it to the docuseries. Yes, I have my teeth fixed, Finlay said in a posting. The producers of the Netflix series had video and pictures of this, but chose not to show it. Bhagavan Doc Antle, the founder of the Institute for Greatly Endangered and Rare Species, Tiger, was also among those not happy with his portrayal. We are very disappointed that our facility was mentioned in the new Netflix series. We can only assume it is because Doc Antle has been such a high-profile wildlife personality for so many decades that his association would create more buzz. Antle appears to continue to be as busy as ever in his Instagram account is to be believed. It's still filled with plenty of animals and activities, including a night safari. Rick Kirkham, the man who was counting on a reality show about Joe Exotic being his retirement fund, but instead ended up with ashes, is these days looks to be living a low-key life. A Facebook page reportedly belonging to the reality show producer has him chilling in Norway with his wife, Christine Rosoy Kirkham. Jeff Lowe and his love Loden are still running the Greater Winewood Zoo and can't frequently be seen on the facility's Facebook page. They plan to open a new zoo in Oklahoma later this year. It's thanks to that zoo Instagram account that we know the hot nanny is still a part of their family.
And at the same time, Tiger King becomes the #1 show in the world. At the same time, a documentary on wild tigers that are in captivity at this crazy dude's place, who's married to 2 other crazy dudes, who's in a battle with this lady who might have fed her ex-husband to tigers.
I saw Tiger King, and everyone on Tiger King, I have a question for you. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're morons. Everyone. Every single fucking person on Tiger King is a goddamn moron. And yeah, it's funny. And oh yeah, watch the show. And can you believe it? And at arm's length, you're like, wow, that's amazing, that life. But those people that are living that life, they're in this world. You could bump into them. And that's a problem. Because those people are fucking idiots.
What? He's a tiger himself, first of all. Well, that guy's a man tiger, first of all.
He's such a character, and he's crazy.
He's a country singer.
He does music videos. Go look up his music video, Chin. His name's Joe Exotic.
Well, naturally.
But it's also a murder mystery because there's this lady in PETA who's in Florida who's trying to shut down his business, and he wants to put a hit out on her. So it becomes this whole ordeal. It's so dramatic. All the other tiger sanctuary people get involved. It's so fast. So this is the lady that he hates, So he hired this actress that looks like her and talks about killing her. It's called Here Kitty Kitty. I'll say this, not a terrible singer.
No, he can sing pretty well.